Խրատ մգա, որ մանգութենես լսած եմ, որ եկած եմ ամրաբնթելու։ Խրատմը, որ թեև շատ լսած եմ, սակայն գնդունիմ մինչև օրս շատ լավ չէի ըմբռնած։ Խրատը գսե, տեսանկյունդ փոխե և բոլոր հարցերդ կլուծվին։ Մարդոց խոսակցություններու մեջ, քիրքերու մեջ և շատ հաճախ ընկերային ցանցերու վրա կհանդիպիմ այս խրատին և այլ ցևերով։ So Armenian is my native language, and I could honestly continue this entire talk in Armenian just as comfortably, but I won't. This does, however, highlight the importance of being open to changing your mindset and accept being uncomfortable. In fact, as a child, I was often told, when faced with a challenge, change your perspective and your problems will likely resolve themselves. Let me explain. Perspective determines our ideology, how we see others, how we face our hardships, how we perceive our accomplishments and difficulties. We can dream of a world where our perception is always positive, our interactions always positive. Եկեք բահմը երևակայենք, որ լերան ստորոտնենք և թեպի վեր գնայինք։ Լերան քաքաթը աշտարագի պես բարձր, շատ վախնալիք կթվի. Climbing the top of a mountain seems really impossible at the base. But imagine we're standing at the bottom and we start our journey to the top and we realize, maybe the road is not as stiff as we thought. And suppose we continue our journey and we climb and we finally reach the summit. Is our perspective the same as it was in the beginning? Of course not. When you're atop the mountain, you've suddenly conquered something that was insurmountable in the beginning. Your fears disappear, and suddenly this beautiful scenery has opened up in front of you. Same mountain, different perspective. This applies to all of our life situations. When we see a mountain, we can either decide to persevere and overcome it, or we can simply succumb to it and give up. Let's talk about an example that we can all, as students, understand more easily. When we were kindergartners, school seemed like a playground. All we wanted to do all day was play with our dolls or make figurines out of Play-Doh. But little by little, as we grew up, school started giving us more and more responsibilities. Play started taking a secondary role as we were forced to learn how to spell words, how to write sentences, write paragraphs, solve complicated equations, and learn how to explain osmosis, and the list really goes on. But as I grew up, as a secondary 5 almost graduate, I realized that those classes that were gradually taking our childhood away from us were nothing but a way to prepare us for the life that awaits us after high school. Before closing, I would like to talk about how we often compare ourselves to others and get saddened when we don't get exactly what we want. We see our family member show up in a brand new car. We see our friend get the trendiest, latest, beautiful purse, and a classmate that comes in with a necklace you've been dying to have your entire life. But do we ever stop to think that there's somebody else that yearns for the life that you lead? We need to change our perspective and be comfortable and accept the value of what we have and stop endlessly comparing ourselves to others so that we can be at peace with who we are. Կտեսնեք ինչպես տեսանկյուն փոխելը Shatkare bore. Thank you.